Researchers are studying the movement patterns and habitat use of the giant cave cockroach, one of the world's largest cockroach species. A lightweight research camera has been attached using a special slingshot in cave environments. Immediately inside the cave, the camera reveals a hidden nursery area. Juvenile giant cave cockroaches are concentrated beneath nutrient-rich deposits derived from bat colonies above. The cave floor contains established movement routes connecting important resources. Antennal contact allows individuals to assess their surroundings and detect nearby
Fungal growth
cockroaches.
plays an important role in nutrient recycling within cave ecosystems. Giant cave cockroaches consume a and recharted into caves. In feeding to the feeding distrans. High humidity is essential for water loss and provides safe conditions for molting. Newly molted individuals remain vulnerable until their exoskeleton hardens, making protected microhabitats particularly important. This area functions as a natural nutrient trap. Seasonal water flow carries organic material deep into the cave where it becomes buried beneath sediment.
Moist cave walls support microscopic communities of bacteria and fungi. These microorganisms form the foundation of food webs that sustain numerous small invertebrates. Springtails are among the many species that depend on these microbial resources. Guano delivers energy-rich organic matter from outside environments into otherwise resource-limited underground habitats. Giant cave cockroaches are important consumers within this nutrient pathway. Future generations. The complex structure of cave debris creates numerous microhabitats that reduce exposure to predators and environmental fluctuations during early life stages.
Airflow patterns provide important environmental information. Changes in humidity, temperature, and airborne chemical signals help cave-dwelling insects locate resources, avoid hazards, and navigate complex underground systems. Tree roots can transport organic material deep underground. In some cave systems, these roots support fungal growth that becomes an important food source for detritivorous invertebrates, including giant cave cockroaches. Water availability strongly influences cave life. Even small condensation pools create microhabitats that support specialized organisms.
Although giant cave cockroaches are not highly social insects, they often aggregate in favorable locations where humidity, shelter, and food resources are abundant. These gathering sites can remain active for extended periods.
Soft cave sediments preserve evidence of animal movement. Track patterns reveal how different species share space, locate resources, and repeatedly use established routes throughout the underground environment. Deep cave refuges provide stable environmental conditions throughout the year. Consistent humidity and temperature reduce physiological stress and allow giant cave cockroaches to conserve energy between feeding
Organic
periods.
matter accumulates in protected crevices where air currents are weak. These deposits provide concentrated food resources that can support cave invertebrates for extended periods between larger nutrient inputs. Microbial communities are fundamental components of cave ecosystems. Bacteria and fungi break down organic matter, creating resources that support diverse assemblages of detritivorous insects and other invertebrates. Periodic flooding transports surface materials into caves. These debris accumulations can become major nutrient reservoirs, supporting entire communities of organisms long after floodwaters have
Molting is a
receded.
vulnerable stage in the life cycle of giant cave cockroaches. Protected chambers with stable humidity reduce the risk of desiccation and physical damage while the new exoskeleton hardens. Cave entrances create transition zones where underground and surface environments overlap. These areas often contain greater resource diversity and support species adapted to both cave and external habitat. Stable environmental conditions. Different stages of decomposition support distinct microbial and invertebrate communities, increasing habitat complexity within the cave ecosystem.
Juvenile cockroaches often utilize sheltered feeding sites that provide both nutrition and protection. Occupying concealed locations reduces exposure to predators and environmental disturbances during development.
Fungal networks play a major role in nutrient processing underground. These structures help break down organic matter and support numerous small organisms that contribute to the cave's ecological balance. Shed exoskeletons provide evidence of repeated use of specific refuge areas. These remains return nutrients to the ecosystem as they gradually decompose and are consumed by microorganisms and
Juvenile
detritivores.
cockroaches often utilize sheltered feeding sites that provide both nutrition and protection. Occupying concealed locations reduces exposure to predators and environmental disturbances during development.
Fungal networks play a major role in nutrient processing underground. These structures help break down organic matter and support numerous small organisms that contribute to the cave's ecological balance. Shed exoskeletons provide evidence of repeated use of specific refuge areas. These remains return nutrients to the ecosystem as they gradually decompose and are consumed by microorganisms and
Deep cave
detritivores.
chambers provide some of the most stable environmental conditions available to terrestrial invertebrates. Constant temperature, high humidity, and reliable shelter allow giant cave cockroaches to persist in habitats that experience very little seasonal variation.
Slow mineral deposition continuously reshapes cave environments. Water-carrying dissolved minerals form stalactites and other geological structures while also creating moist surfaces that support microbial life. Springtails are among the most abundant cave invertebrates. Their feeding activity contributes to the breakdown and redistribution of organic matter throughout subterranean ecosystems.
As guano ages, it undergoes progressive decomposition. Different organisms colonize successive stages of this process, transforming a single nutrient source into a diverse ecological community.
Protected nursery chambers are critical for reproductive success. Small cracks and cavities provide stable humidity and shelter, improving survival rates for developing young. A research camera has documented a network of interconnected habitats supporting the daily life of a giant cave cockroach. Feeding sites, nurseries, refuge chambers,